Emily, tell us something about your week.
Ooh, about my week. Well, I got the new Apple Watch for my birthday, which happened to be the old Apple Watch. So then I returned it at the Apple Store. They were really nice about it, great customer service, and I'm going to get the new one tomorrow. So flawless transition into the new watch.
This is the 8.
There you go.
All right, is that point 1? That Apple came out with a new product?
It's not what we're talking about, but we could.
All right. I don't know how this makes my brain go to this.
Okay.
That this equals that, right? I was thinking, I was like, what business idea can be put in front of people that drive their car to work? Because then I was like, that's probably the reason music became as big as it was, right?
Wait, I think I'm lost. Do you know?
I think I know what he means.
I'm saying, like, there's got to be business ideas that occupy time when you can't do anything else. And that's why radio shows
music.
and music.
I'm with you now.
I mean,
right?
podcasts are big now.
Yeah, but they're not really built into the car yet.
True.
Right?
What are you thinking, like games you can play while you're driving?
I don't know, but I'm saying
we all
like,
have
if you
Teslas.
can figure that out, you can figure out that business. I was actually thinking about a franchise that would be like,
Yeah.
you get to make millions while driving your car to work. I couldn't. I got nothing.
One day the technology will be
All
there.
right, that's it for that.
All right.
And now on to the 8, the real 8.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Is that what starts off?
Yeah, that's how we start it.
Always.
Always with the fantastic. I should like remix it one week. Anyway, so Instagram has announced that they did a small test of it, but now they're going to be launching in-app shopping. So this is a chance for brands, if you have a product that you can potentially be pushing out on social media. I think it's going to be a good idea because Instagram is continuing to grow. It's going to make it easier for people to just be purchasing things without even having to be redirected. So I think that time saving is going to be good for brands if they take advantage of it.
Good, but what happens when some of these social tools or outlets start? It's almost jumping the shark when you start adding business to it, right?
Right.
Like all of them, when they tried to figure out how to monetize it. I think the truth is you can't monetize social relationships. Those have to happen organically. Even like when viral videos popped up, people were like, I'm gonna go pay to have a viral video. We would have our clients be like, you have any viral video ideas? I'm like, it's not how it works.
Manufacture it.
Like it's got to come like naturally.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think there's risk in all of these social outlets. The second they try to monetize it and change, like Snapchat having to redesign to obviously try to figure out a way to raise more funds. But businesses that figure out a way to be social with their customers and encourage their customers to be social with their brand, those are the ones that win.
All right.
Insight number 1.
All right, Fran Liberty this week. So we spoke with, as a part of our franchise development leader issue, Michael Panditch. I never pronounce anything right, so I'm sorry if I butchered it. He is the director of global franchise development for Freshii. So we spoke with him about how the brand is continuing to expand, and he said they kind of take a unique approach, which sounds a little bit weird, but they spend a lot of time trying to talk people out of buying into their business because they want to make sure that they're the right fit, because they recognize that being a franchisee and being in the restaurant industry specifically might not be for everyone.
2 points on that brand. That's a brand that's not afraid to challenge competitors to create noise, and even if they don't sell franchise off of it, I feel like they did something like free franchise fee if you convert from McDonald's franchisee to Freshii. So they've done a lot of good things to create noise, so they're leveraging buzz. And then secondly, they're a brand that we're starting to see folks that were created, franchisees that were built in the Freshii system that are now making waves in other categories. There's a guy, David Grossman, who is with DMK Burger, left Freshii, built up a portfolio, now is doing it on that next concept. So there are these folks that are being birthed out of Freshii. And I think that for franchisors, that's your opportunity. Start finding brands that are creating the next big franchisee. Massage Envy's done a great job at it too.
All right, fresh money.
Fresh money.
So a federal appeals court is, they cleared the way for restaurant servers to be able to sue restaurants for not paying full minimum wage. So this could be something that we see taking impact depending on how widespread this goes, but it could be costing some brands more fresh money. if servers are going to start fighting again more for that full minimum wage.
So kind of along those lines, I have a column that's going to come out next month, and it's fresh in my head because I just wrote it, about using state data, like taxes, population climbs, because you start figuring out in the states that you're expanding to, what are the advantages of growing in that state? So Florida or Texas, the way that taxes work there are more beneficial than Illinois. So if you're pitching that, now you can offset some of the things that your franchisees are going to go in from a minimum wage standpoint. So costs go up here, but you find other ways to decrease costs. Because at the end of the day, I still think policymakers don't understand that the business owner in a franchise brand is paying 5% of every dollar to royalty and a percentage typically to an ad fund. So you're talking about somewhere between 5 and 10% of every dollar is gone. So now that decreases those margins. So with a restaurant brand where the margins are already thin, we're talking somewhere typically between 10 and 15% net. Now that number keeps decreasing when labor costs continue to rise. That's where McDonald's comes out and says, well, what would it look like to have robots in our system? Now the truth is I don't think there's ever going to be a point where human capital are removed from the customer experience. It's that it goes back to what we were talking about, social, so the value of social. But it is something to think about as a franchise brand, is look at the incentives that exist state by state so that you can offset some of the increases that are going to continue to get pressed down. And if you try to, if a franchisee or a franchisor tries to walk the line as was done in this situation, there's a lot of risk. So figure out how to make monies in other ways by using the system, the state system, properly for your business. Fran of the week.
I was going to say, segues into this actual Fran.
What did I write about?
So I like the headline for this one. You can change people, but you can't change people. Sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it does. So just kind of talking about, you could put a lot of time into someone, but if they're in the wrong seat at the wrong company, it's still not going to work out.
That's it. I heard a keynote speaker talk, and he was talking about motivation of people and what you have to do, and it's fascinating to me because obviously we're trying to do the same thing at this company. But I said, I don't know, I asked him a question and he goes, you can change people, but you can change people, you can't change people. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because that is the truth. You cannot change humans. You can make the decision to change humans, meaning wrong fit for your company, you invest in the right person that fits it. And it doesn't mean that doesn't mean that person is any less of a human. Businesses have to have aligned DNA. It's a relationship, and sometimes those don't align. I know plenty of people who have swiped left many times and got rejected. It's just not a match.
There you go.
Is left the right way or swipe right?
I'm like not a...
Oh, wait, what do you do?
don't.
Tinder,
That was
I think
like
it's swipe
years
left.
ago.
Tinder,
Yeah.
Years
Bumble.
ago.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did hit the Tinder world?
When it first came out, yeah.
Everyone did, and
Not
then
me.
I was like, no.
I
was like, no.
I was old-fashioned Match and eHarmony,
There you go.
and a little bit of OkCupid when
There
that
you
came
go.
out. I was actually more of a Friendster and Facebook and MySpace dater.
Friendster. Emily and I were
I had amazing MySpace game.
I had a MySpace, but it was all
Wouldn't that
very
be a
like,
shirt?
Yeah, MySpace game. Yeah. Got it. That top 8 life. I guess it's kind of what we do every week here.
MySpace game?
No, it's our top 8.
I thought you were suggesting that there's some dating going on in this office.
No.
Fran funny.
Guys, I'm done. It's a
funny.
walk-off. Okay. I'm branching forward now.
Wait a second. What did you just say?
So it's a walk-off.
Do you know what that is reference to?
Baseball?
Yes!
Sports ball. Yay, okay. Branching forward, Papa John's, because I always talk about Papa John's.
Papa John's.
But Emily's like, yes.
He's back.
Clearly, someone is in charge of the script here.
Always. But they are branching forward, just moving on from, or they're at least attempting to move on from the controversy surrounding them. They rolled out a new creative campaign that's called Voices, trying to showcase the people beyond John that are a part of it, the franchisees, the employees. I think it's really the only move that they can be making right now to shift that focus away from him. We'll see if it works. I think that, we've talked about it before. There is an opportunity to bounce back, but we'll see how this plays out.
Buy Papa John's stock. That's my opinion. I think that brand is gonna go like that, just like Domino's did, just like everybody that goes through something like this. And our resident stock expert, Philippe Schramm from Buffalo Wings and Rings. If you disagree with me, please text me so that we can talk about that on the next date.
All right, very funny. We're leaving it up to Emily this week.
Okay, guys.
You got 2 of them?
It's a real PG. I guess, yeah. So how do you get Pikachu on a bus? You Pokemon.
Pikachu?
I like it.
That's
my 5-year-old, my 6-year-old. Is he 6 now? My 6-year-old will like that.
You should tell it.
Yeah.
He watches the 8. Him and BB watch it every Saturday morning.
Our best viewers, Jagger and BB.
Jagger and BB.
Oh man. All right. For inspirations, this comes from Stephen Schultz, the Director of Business Development for Supporting Strategies, also a part of our Franchise Development Leader series on 1851 Now. Great franchisees follow the book. They know the value of the system they bought into, and they follow it. Simple and to the point.
Yes! Don't buy a franchise if you're not going to follow the system. That's stupid.
It's pointless.
That is stupid. Mm-hmm. I love franchisees that buy in. They're like, I want to change this. You bought.
Then start your own business.
Yes, thank you, Cassie. Yeah. Boom.
So much expertise. Okay. Franemies versus
Sport
Frans.
ball.
Sport ball. Fran, we have a Fran this week. So Denny's, they are sending its 53-foot mobile diner to the Carolinas following Hurricane Florence. It's just a good example of a brand that's doing good with what they have. I mean, it's also like a good way to get your name in the news, but it's a good thing to do when an area of the country is going through something like that. So they're a friend.
Did you read the second part of that story?
Which was?
They increased the prices on the mobile truck.
Oh, Franemy.
Eek.
Right?
I didn't know that. Oh yeah, then Franemy. I'm changing it.
Well, and also I just made that up. Look how easy fake news is.
Oh my God.
All it takes is one person to say the wrong thing, and then you believe it.
But I trust you. Not so much anymore.
Right. But maybe this happens to the best of us. That's fate. See ya.
Salty.